nice to be back in like 2021 and able to talk to you all. I missed you all, so I figured I would jump on. I'm gonna give y'all a life update today. This video is actually really cool. This video is going to be about prepping on my fertility journey. So I did something fun. I did a Yonni steam preparation for my frozen embryo transfer. So before we get into all the details about what that entailed, simple housekeeping. I own my own candle company. It is called zenaircandles.com, www.zenaircandles.com. They're organic, handmade candles with natural gemstones inside. You can either get a wooden wick or a cotton wick. This is a concrete vessel. Use code ATN at checkout for a special little discount. That way I know you all came from YouTube. And I look forward to you all shopping with me in my business. This video is about my Yonni steaming experience. So I wanted to get a Yonni steam for I've been thinking about it for years now, you know, because it's been popular for some time. So the first time I was thinking about doing it, my friend hit me with I saw it on the doctors and they said it causes bacterial infections and don't do this and don't do that. So I had canceled my Yonni steaming booking years ago. So as I'm preparing for my frozen embryo transfer, as you guys know, I'm doing acupuncture every single week. I like things that relaxes me, that gets my body prepared. I also had a polyp removal and a DNC done in December to prep for the frozen embryo transfer. So I knew that the doctor was removing one polyp, but when she got in there, she said it was two. So I knew that I had polyps. I knew I needed a DNC to clear some scar tissue. So she did that. But in my research and looking things up, I saw that Yonni steaming was recommended before a frozen embryo transfer so that it kind of pulls out everything. So before you start your fertility medications, before you start priming your uterine lining, any of that, they just recommend it to kind of cleanse the yoni, the uterus and all that, to get everything out. Because of course there are different types of herbs that you can steam up and drink or steam into your body, depending on what you're trying to do. So I booked a Yonni steaming with a company in Towson. I'm in Maryland, so in Towson, called Contours. I'm gonna add some photos. The owner was really nice. I didn't actually record when I went in there because it just felt awkward, but she was really nice, and it was a Yonni steaming situation. So I filled out my questionnaire about what exactly I was doing the steam for. I mean, they had it for everything. So if you struggle with vaginal odor, if you struggle with dryness, bacterial infections, infertility, polyps, endometriosis, it was literally a steam option for every issue that a woman could possibly have. So of course I had my steam. So the only drawback I have with this company is that I asked for a list of every herb that they were putting in the pot to steam, and she couldn't provide that. And I guess on one hand I get it, you don't want to give somebody your list of herbs and then go buy the herbs and they start doing the steams themselves. So I get it on one aspect. On the other aspect, you kind of want to know what's going on in your body. So I don't know what actually she put in the pot for me. So before I went into the room, she told me to go to the bathroom. She said, you know, because this is my first steam, when I sit on the pot, it's gonna make me feel like I'm having an orgasm or that I need to pee. So I'm like, it's gonna make me feel like I'm about to have an orgasm. I was like, that's the reaction I want to have. I want to have the orgasmic reaction, okay? But I didn't. So I got the ultimate 60-minute ultimate 60-minute steam. So that is she had a 30, 45, and 60-minute option, if I'm not mistaken. But she recommended, because she actually did IVF herself to conceive, she recommended the 60-minute steam. So that's what I did. So I went into the room. I went to the bathroom. She gave me a gown to put on, waist down, like a skirt, because you kind of want to trap all the steam in. And I literally sat on a wooden pot. So after the steam was done, I had to research Yoni steaming even more, because I was like, this might be a good opportunity for Zen Air. So I'll actually link the pot that I sat on in the description, because it's on Amazon. And she literally had, you're gonna see in the photo, a silver pot with herbs and water in it, and it was sitting on a heater. Inside of the wooden box. So she lined the wooden box with hand towels. And I sat there, lifted up my skirt, opened it up, sat, and had everything open on top of the hole. So I felt very relaxed during the steam. I mean, you're in a room by yourself. You have nothing but yourself. You have time to meditate, listen to music, read, be in your thoughts. Like I said, I did a 60-minute steam. So I actually at first was using that time to do some works and some emails and stuff on my cell phone and all that kind of stuff. And then I kind of just sat there in my thoughts, and I didn't really meditate, but I was like relaxing, like, okay, preparing myself, thanking God, praising God that He's allowing me this opportunity to be able to afford IVF and be able to complete IVF and get embryos and transfer embryos, and thanking Him for my body as a woman and how far I've come. So I use this opportunity to just thank God and to praise God. So as I'm getting the steam, I mean, the first 30 minutes a walk in the park. Then 45 minutes hit. Okay, now it's getting a little hot. So I'm moving and turning and twisting. It's getting a little hot to the point where at one point I'm up like this, like nip on top of the pot. Like, okay, I gotta let some water in there. I gotta let some air up in there. I'm doing all that, like I'm in there, trying to get the steam to not be so hot, because it was hot. It was real hot. Like to the point where I had closed my legs and kind of like put my booty in the hole. Like, it was hot. Like I can't do anything over 30 minutes. So literally it was about 15 to 20 minutes of me maneuvering, standing up, giving myself some time, kneel over, trying to like let some regular cool air in there before I sat down again. So at the end, it got really, really hot. I mean, my thighs were burning. It was hot. So she finally came in and was like, okay, you're all done. I was like, oh, thank you, God. I made it. So I came out and we chatted a little bit. She asked me, did I feel any different? And I was like, no, just kind of here, like relax, because I had time to myself. So she told me to go home that night. My menstrual was due the following day. So she told me to go home that night and have intercourse with my husband. Okay, so I will say vaginal steaming made that part lit. Like lit. So the changes that your body goes through before your menstrual comes. It was very, yeah, vaginal steaming definitely will help your skin, because it definitely gave me a little boost. It felt a little bit better. It was a little bit more lubricated down there. it was just, it was easier to like do Kegel exercises. Is that YouTube appropriate? So Yoni steaming for that made it super lit. Okay. As far as my menstrual, it was supposed to bring down my menstrual. My menstrual ended up being 12 days late that cycle. I had never had a menstrual 12 days late and not be pregnant. It was 12 days late, and it was so weird because I did the Yoni steam. I was doing acupuncture every single week. I'm eating healthy as ever because I'm preparing my body for this transfer, because I was preparing my body for that transfer. So I did not understand why my menstrual was so late. So it did not induce my cycle. Yoni steaming is recommended right before your cycle or right after your cycle. That's what I was told. So either right before you begin or right after. Not during ovulation, not during your 2-week wait. Like literally right there when you're about to start and you know you're not pregnant. So yeah, I'm gonna attach some videos and some pictures so that you guys can see, and check the description bar because I will link the pot and the heater that she used in the description on Amazon if you want a Yoni steam at home. I decided to Yoni steam at a professional place because it was my first time, but it's definitely something that I could do, you know, at home. Or so I would definitely Yoni steam with an herbalist, somebody who understands herbs and what they do for your body. That is just what's going on in the life of All Things Nikki. And don't forget to shop www.zenircandles.com. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I love you so much. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hi, so I figured I should get this video in really quickly. I just came back from vaginal steaming. I saw a video that vaginal steaming is beneficial before your frozen embryo transfer. So I called this place called Contours. At first I was like, eh. And then it got hot. Really, really, really hot. So I found myself doing squats and standing up and doing all that kind of stuff. This lighting is bad that way. Lighting is better this way. So yeah, I went to this spot called Contours. Got a vaginal steam done for fertility. I'm relaxed, but I'm sure because you're sitting there for an hour in your thoughts, checking emails. I believe you're naturally gonna be relaxed. In this cycle, I'm tired. Like my menstrual should be coming any minute now, and I will tell y'all that I'm exhausted. Every single day I'm tired, like no energy. So I don't know what that's about. Yeah. So vaginal steaming's done. It was hot. I'm relaxed. We'll see if I have any discharge or anything. But yeah, I'm all done. So I'll make a complete video about vaginal steaming, and I'm putting all the photos that I took while I was there. Bye.